Yeah, so I'm impersonating French. Yeah, I do. And presentation about it. Yeah. So an introduction. Yes, I'm French. Yes, I've got this. I've got some food.
I've just used that up, and then I've edited one of these pictures.
It's an impersonation.
And the reason for doing this is cool. Right, anyway, the thing is, in my opinion, the ferry, in my opinion, is a boat and it's just stuck on rails. It just goes on chase, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So in my opinion, it's kind of impersonating the train, it's kind of impersonating a road because there are cars on it and there's a road on it. It's not a very clear example of an impersonation because it is quite obviously a boat, because it's quite common. But what happened to be on the ferry was this camp van. And the camp van is quite obviously a home away from home. But it's not really a home because the inside is made of MDF. The beds aren't like anything that you would get at home. You have to take toilet stuff out and things like that. It's not really a fully functional home, but it pretends to be. And people go and stay in them and oh yeah, and nice time and where they went to and things like that. And interestingly, the camp van is an impersonation home. Very good one. Moving on to this, there's a model. This model, of course, impersonates the ferry. And these are up here and things like that. And you can sort of tell that along here was where they had that, those two gambling machines. There was a lounge that was run down to that. And we know that that's where those things were. But obviously not that scale. So we can sort of interpret this impersonation to be something that isn't.
When did you make that?
What? Oh, well, I found that on the internet. Yeah, I did search on Google for talk on ferry and one result was a model. Right, so I looked into what kind of things you can get, copies and things like that. The impersonators and lookalikes. Lookalikes differ from the impersonators because they actually look like what they actually are. Whereas impersonators, so it's spelled perfect, don't have to be anything like it. For example, there's a piece on the news about a guy from Wales who's Cork and he sings Elvis songs in Welsh and apparently been getting death threats because of this. Why any other Elvis impersonator is not doesn't look like Elvis is not getting death threats, don't know. Then there's model simulations, which is like what I just showed you. Then there's Second Life, because Second Life is just an impersonation of life through the computer, on the internet, things like that. And how that sort of, how it's not real, but it's made to look real, and there's no real reason for that. Whereas computers, they also sort of reference things that are real, like desktops, recycle bins, things like that, but they're not actually recycle bins. You put something in a recycle bin, delete it, you don't get it back, it's not recycled, it turns into anything else. Paint, for example, you don't need paint, you just paint with pixels, which is quite different. There's nature, with cuckoos laying eggs in nests for a bird, things like that. They're sort of impersonating, pretending to nests of other birds and just and then there's a lethal activities, which is identical for social engineering and things like that. They all play to this impersonation idea. Then looking into, I researched these things. Michael Craig Marston's overture, which is what he says is you pour a sort of glass of water, but it's not glass of water, it's an overture. And how he sort of discusses that is actually an overture, and he just learned to do it one day. I can't really sort of explain much about it. You can see can't explain much about how to do it. It's something that you know how to do. I've come in at this bridge because I managed to paint the box and things like that. But huge poured glass of water and it turns into something. Then there's Duchamp's fountain, which is already made. The ready-made is kind of an object thing, and then turned into something else. It stays the same, but it changes. It can be changed from a sort of urine to a fountain if they sort of plug it up and works the other way, I suppose. But yeah. Quadrar's simulation. Simulation is that there's sort of a hyperveil and there's a sphere of space and things like that. And it goes along with Second Life in that there's sort of impersonation sort of thing, but it's not an impersonation, it's just sort of on. And then there's Hugo and his utopias and heterotopias. Utopias obviously unreal spaces because for a utopia to work really, everything is there. Every idea of utopia is slightly different. So utopia probably wouldn't work because everyone would have different ideas of what could go on in utopia. Whereas a heterotopia is a sort of fake real space. The example we gave in the first principle of that was Persian gardens, traditional Persian gardens, where the garden was like all the main points of the rest of the world in the garden. And this garden is both a little tiny garden, but it is also the rest of the world. There's all these elements of the rest of the world in it. And then on to Georgia's social space. I am a fridge because I had a cardboard box and I had the paint. I had the fridge arranged to take pictures and things like that. I could have been a cupboard, I could have been things like that, but I had the paint to be a fridge, so I chose to be a fridge. It's similar to sort of in Bordeaux's sort of idea that if you're a blacksmith in sort of medieval voyages, then blacksmith learning to become a blacksmith, things like that. And on to that. So a little about why I am fridge. Fridges aren't really like humans because ovens do things up and fridges do the opposite of that. So I thought I'd build a fridge because of the time of year it is. Everything's quite cold, things like that. So it is closest to keeping things cool. And this, of course, isn't a place for a fridge. You wouldn't see a fridge in here. It wouldn't be probably allowed in here because you're not allowed to have food and drink in here. So because I'm a fridge, I can bring in food and drink. Yeah. So there's that. And then finally on to I was thinking about when I had my original idea that I was going to just turn up with Elvis. I thought from there I would have Elvis impersonators on the Second Life impersonating Elvis. So it's an impersonator impersonating something online. But from this idea, I don't think I could really carry on from that. A similar idea to that one was impersonating the chatbot, but that can be done as well. What I've sort of really did was an entire kitchen of people just wandering down the street. It's just an unreal idea that you see kitchen plants and white goods and things like that in a place where you don't expect it, in the middle of a town centre or something. It's just taking place out of the context of the kitchen and bringing it somewhere where it doesn't belong. It's like when you see fridges dumped in landfills and things like that. They don't belong there. It's very strange now. Otherworldly, where there's this huge amount of fridges or things like that, so care or wait to take part. And then, as a just sort of fridge impersonating me, what would it take for a fridge to impersonate me? You'd have to actually go out and things like that, and like that to Great, well done.